let's kick it off.
Over the ground lies a mantle of white, a heaven of diamonds shine down through the night. Two hearts are thrilling in spite of the chill in the weather. Love knows no season, love knows no clime. Romance can blossom any old time. Here in the open, we're walking and hoping together. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight we're having tonight, walking in a winter wonderland.
Alrighty then. Alright, y'all. It's the last show of the year, and apparently I'm doing something very, very special and very different. I hope I hit record on my main thing because I don't know how this video is going to turn out. But anyways, it's the last show of the year, and what a year it has been. Look how far we've made it. We've all made it this far. Christmas is in 7 days. And usually it's the home stretch I start feeling some kind of way, and the Christmas spirit and cheer infect me. And that's also when I start panicking because I have not bought any presents thus far. But first, your top 3 things. Alright. Pence and his wife Karen and the Surgeon General get COVID-19 vaccines. Vice President Mike Pence was vaccinated. There we go. Wow, why is that so difficult? Was vaccinated for COVID-19 on Friday in a live television event aimed at reassuring Americans the vaccine is safe. He celebrated the shot as a medical miracle that could eventually contain the raging coronavirus pandemic. Pence, the highest profile official yet to receive the vaccine, has taken an increasingly visible role in highlighting the safety of the shot, including touring a vaccine production facility this week. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell both said Thursday that they will get vaccinated in the next few days. President-elect Joe Biden expects to receive his shot as soon as next week. Good story here. Freed Nigerian schoolboys welcomed after a week of captivity. Out of Katsina, Nigeria, more than 300 Nigerian schoolboys, freed after being kidnapped last week in an attack on their school, have arrived in the capital of Katsina State to celebrations of their release. The boys were abducted on the night of December 11th from the all-boys government science secondary school in Kankara village in Katsina State in northwestern Nigeria. The students arrived Friday in Katsina, the capital of the state, and met with Katsina Governor this is where I wish Ngazi or somebody was helping with these pronunciations, but Aminu Bello Masari. Hopefully I did that justice. And finally, hack against the U.S.'s grave threat, cybersecurity agency says. Out of Washington, federal authorities are expressing increased alarm about a long undetected intrusion into U.S. and other computer systems around the globe that officials suspect was carried out by Russian hackers. The nation's cybersecurity agency warned of a grave risk to government and private networks. The hack compromised federal agencies and critical infrastructure in a sophisticated attack that was hard to detect and will be difficult to undo. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency said in an unusual warning message Thursday. The Department of Energy acknowledged it was among those that had been attacked. And those are your top 3 things. I have a feeling that won't be the end of this hacking story. But for now, let's focus on other things. This year, for instance, I hope you all tune in as my friends and I present the news, y'all. A year in review coming New Year's Eve, and hopefully you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think you can find it under the news, y'all, but we'll find a way to confirm that or some sort of way. It's our take on the headlines of the day. This has been a year, y'all. We started out with the literal signs of the apocalypse. Australia and California on fire, on the brink of war with North Korea, and a global pandemic. Never mind the revolution and the election, and there was so much more that happened. It's hard to believe this has only been 1 year and not a whole last decade. I know. I saw the completion of my short film, The Duchess of Grant Park, and had its subsequent private virtual premiere last weekend with our cast, crew, and supporters. It's already been rejected from Sundance. Hey! Yay. I'm over it now. Whatever. I had a reading of my feature screenplay, The Waltz, and things have been set in motion to make this film come to life, hopefully next year. I started this talk show. Gonna drink some coffee now. So I put some chocolate in this before. Eddie hates it because he's been snacking on it after we had no sugar in the house. But I took some chocolate and then I put it at the bottom of my coffee cup when I did my Keurig. And so I guess I got a mocha. I don't know what I have. It's delicious. I've been craving chocolate like no other. I began to truly embrace the transitioning process this year and become more comfortable in myself. And this year has been about accepting change. Monumental change. And things we have no control over. I feel like the biggest lesson from the start of quarantine was that the pace at which we were living life was unsustainable. This pandemic has forced a major shift as many of us lost jobs, careers, homes, family members, and ways of life. And we're all processing as best as we can and doing what the human spirit is most adept at, adapting. Life will be forever changed, and this holiday season makes me so much more grateful for the friends and family I do have. Because, to me, that's what the holiday season is most about. Now, I know I said yesterday, I'm not a big holiday person, and I'm not. Really. The thing is, though, I'm really not a big gift person. Look, I just ordered myself 2 new tiaras, some new makeup, some new nails, and a few dresses. That was all in the past week alone. I don't need gifts. But what I do need are experiences and memories with the ones I love. If I've spent time with you this year, know that I cherish it, and moments like those are what are important to me. That can be taken away like the material things. And not that there is anything wrong with the material things, but most, if not all things, can be replaced. So, what am I speaking into existence in the new year? Number 1, finding complete financing, and then filming my feature film, The Waltz. Just putting that out there, and not just for my film, but the same for my friend Jason's script, Acid Trip, and for my friend Nicole's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful script about finding love in the most unlikely place. I can't wait for y'all to see these projects, especially my friends. They are so good, and we're going to film them in 2021. I know we are. I am so excited to be a part of these projects, and even more excited to get to do it with people I genuinely love. Another thing on my list, in speaking into existence, seeing the Duchess on at least a few festival schedules. Yeah, got rejected from Sundance, but we're moving on. We're over that. We're past that. Whatever. Ava DuVernay and Mark Duplass gave me some wise advice from 2 years in the past via Twitter, so there's that. Also, I'm going to start laying the foundation for gender confirmation surgery. I don't know how, I don't know when. Just get here if you can. And also laying the foundation for the duchy and for, therefore, my subsequent family. Speaking that into existence. I can't lie. I want children. Their Royal Highnesses, Harry and Meghan, are my inspiration for starting a family in one's 30s. That is a whole nother subject, but hopefully we're going through that in the new year. And I hope that by leveraging the Duchess and the Waltz, I'll be able to find financial security and find a way to make independent filmmaking sustainable. Y'all don't know this, but sometimes I type things and realize they can't be spoken as typed, so I have to change them around on the fly, and I'm just patting myself on the back for that. I'm also speaking into existence a space, a creative space. So I love what I've done with this studio in my backyard and what it has enabled me to do. I keep patting myself on the back every time I make a word change. Look, anyways, I'm proud of the studio and what I've been able to do in this quarantine. Creating is my passion, whether it's the show or films or any type of performance or art. No, I'm not just speaking as studios into existence, I'm speaking in an atelier. I almost called my production company Atelier Vosges, but only if you would have gotten it. But still, a production space to host this talk show and the other shows my friends and I are wanting to do. A space to shoot film shorts and scenes from our films when we need the space. I don't know how this is going to happen, but it's part of my 5-year plan. I accomplished so much in my 10-year plan that I was inspired to just keep doing the same old. Making plans, not what I did the past 10 years. Anyways, because I also want a place to host you all, the viewer, the audience. Even though this show started in a pandemic and isolation, someday isolation will end and we'll be able to see each other and touch each other and hug each other and not worry so much about, oh my God, you just gave me death or the plague or both. Who knows? I also look forward to meeting and hearing your stories in person, as so many of you have already shared in emails and private messages. So, that's what I hope 2021 brings. 2020 has been a year of finding a renewed sense of purpose for me, and I have truly found projects I'm passionate about. But enough about me. I'm so excited to also hear what you have planned for the new year. what you hope to speak into existence and create. So, that's all I have for this year. I am looking forward to my break, to sitting down with Jason and planning some new ways to do the show, including, it looks like the live feed, I'm very dark, and kind of have to replace this video, aren't I? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just don't. This is new. But what I do know is, here's to 2021, y'all. I hope you have or have had happy holidays. As always, keep bearing lights of being. I love you all, and until next time. Until next year, I guess. Yeah, let's close this out.